Greetings, brothers and sisters. Knowledge is power here. So today we're going to talk about this France riot which is happening right now, and we're going to do a case study. Is this riot teaching us that Islam will have a big role during the Antichrist empire? So let's start this case study. Before we start this case study, we have to know the background behind this France riot. So this boy, his name is Nahil Merzouk. So this boy, a 17-year boy, was riding a luxurious or a richest car, one of the richest car, a luxurious car in France. He's a 17-year-old boy, and this boy, he doesn't have a license. He doesn't have a proper driving license to drive a vehicle in France. And according to the reports, this boy has been already violated the rules in France. So he's already a traffic violator in France. So the police caught this boy this time driving a luxurious car. So the police, the French police, told him to get out of the car, but the boy, he resisted. He didn't obey the command of the police officer, and according to the reports, the police officers shot him and he was killed. So this boy was killed. So after this incident, there was big riots happening in France. The reason for the riot is that police has misused their power and has killed an innocent child. So a big riot is happening in France, and so this riot has become a national. France people were highly affected by this riot. People were burning. People were like going to the shops, and they were like stealing all the products. So this riot was it was a national disaster for the French people, for the France government. And with this riot happening, which is destroying the France government and the France people, the French patriotic people, they also patriotic people, the patriotic people, according to them, they say this riot is happening because of the Muslim colonization in France. So these people, the France patriotics, join in this riot, and this has become a big disaster for French government right now. So this has been spoken worldwide. All the news media are covering this French riot right now, and both groups, the Muslim people in French and the patriotics in French people, are having a big clash between them, which is resulting in a big disaster, a big collapse for the French people, for the France government. The people all around the world is being affected because of this riot. And with that said, the friendly nations, or the countries nearby France, they started to protest against this violence. And there was a group in Sweden. What he did was, a man in Sweden, he burned the Quran, saying that saying that Islamic people are conquering the world. The Islamic people conquered France. Because of that, this big riot is happening. So this guy burned the Quran. So this triggered the all Muslim people. This this guy burning the Quran is being shared in all social medias. And he not only burned the Quran, he almost like urinated in it. And according to reports, there were reports that this person has urinated the Quran and he burned it. So this is going a big this information is being going in a widespread. And what happened is, after he burned the Quran, all Muslim nations rise up and they condemned the action. Not only they condemned the French government, the French police, but they condemned this action for burning the Quran, for violating their books. They're violating for burning their religious book. The all Islamic nations from Iran, Turkey, and all these Muslim nations, even Russian President Putin has condemned the statement. This is what the statements given by the various leaders. This is Iran. Iran wants France and Sweden. Iran wants citizens going to France amid ongoing violence. Iran condemns MEK rally in France as a support for terrorism. So Iran was a big Muslim nation, is warning France for this riot because they have killed an innocent Muslim. And Sweden and Iran has also threatened Sweden. And Russian President Putin has given a statement. Quran burning crime in Russia. This is what the statement given by Putin. Putin condemns Quran burning during Dagestani mosque. Burning crime in Russia. Putin condemns Quran burning during Dagestani mosque. So Putin is condemning that those, well, for burning the Quran, if someone burns the Quran in Russia, it's a crime. But I never heard Putin warning when someone burned the Bible. When someone burned the Bible, I never seen a statement given by Putin, or he ever condemned about when someone burns the Bible. No, I never heard about it. But when someone burns the Quran, the nation of Gog and Magog, they say kill nations, they say kill 38 nations. This man Putin is rising. How dare you burn the Quran? But this Orthodox Christian, when someone burns the Bible and the LGBT group just insults, mocks the Bible, he doesn't care about it. But when a Muslim nations are being affected, he rises up, because Ezekiel states Russia will help the Muslim nations. If you read Ezekiel chapter 38 and 39, the Gog and Magog war, you'll see Russia playing a role. Russia is joining with Islamic nations, so prophecy is happening. He doesn't care about Christian people. He thinks he's Orthodox, but he supports Islamic nations. So let's put that aside. So all the Islamic nations are condemning for burning the Quran. So, and with this incident, there is a famous right now. This video is being shared in a viral basis. Many people. This is a famous video which is being shared all around the world right now. This is a statement given by Imam. And I will play the statement right now.
المسلمين في فرنسا أكثر من الفرنسيين.
I will read it. Yeah. It is stated that in 2015, Muslims in France will outnumber the French, but it is not these numbers that we are counting on to turn France into an Islamic country. What we are counting on is that Muslims must have a country that will bring Islam, its guidance, its light, its message, and its mercy to the people of the West through jihad for the sake of Allah. Jihad, remember that word. When people see the justiceness, light, guidance and mercy of Islam, they will enter the religion of Allah in droves, and the ends of the country that will bring them Islam through jihad for the sake of Allah. So this is a crazy statement. Now watch this. This man, this Mahdi, this Islamic leader is going to quote the history. So let me play this. Only 400 years ago, at the time of the Ottoman state, Muslims conquered Poland and Austria. The Islamic State reached the walls of Vienna, the capital of Austria, and the call to prayer was recited that all the countries of the USSR were under the auspices of the Islamic State. The countries of the Caucasus and Muslim Mongols ruled China until 1644 AD. Muslims conquered Hungary in 1526. In 1586, India was ruled by Islam. These events portrayed that Islamic nation is capable of returning to its former self. Look at this statement. Islamic nation is capable of returning to its former self and spreading Islam, Allah's willing. Thus, the rule of Islam will spread to the entire world in one of the three ways: conversion to Islam, payment of jizya, or we will ask Allah help until the entire world is subject to the rule of Islam. So that's crazy, right? This Imam, this teacher, Islamic teacher, he's teaching the entire world should be subjected to the rule of Allah in the future. He's not the only person. If you go to the famous scholars, they will say one day the whole world is going to rule. The whole world will be ruled by the Islamic Caliphate. The whole world will be conquered by Islam, and there will be Sharia law. It's not only this guy. The all Imams will tell this. The all Imams want the Sharia law to be implemented all over the world. So people, this France riot, look at this. This France riot, the killing is wrong, but look at the intention. The all Islamic nation is rising. There's been riot all over the world. But what about Christian persecution? They don't care about it. But when Islamic nations, when Islamic nations fights, there's been big riots happening. They rise up. They want jihad all over the world. So it's crazy, right? So this is wrong. This man has done it wrong. But look at what is happening. All the nations of the Middle East, Muslim nations, are uniting, and they are proposing, and guys like this Imam can easily trigger the Muslim nations, the Islamic nation, to wage jihad against all the countries which are against Islam. So this France riot is teaching us, watch out Islam. People are watching Trump, people are watching the United Nations, Elon Musk, people are watching the World Economic Forum, but they don't even care about the Islamic nations, the Muslim nations. We are not caring about them. They are dangerous, man. They are very dangerous. And if you go to Muslim eschatology, there is a figure called Mahdi. So this is what the statement says. In Islamic eschatology, a messianic deliverer who will fill earth with justice and equity, restore true religion, and assure in a short golden age lasting 7 years. 7. So could be 8 or 9 years, but most of the scholars say it is 7 years. The Islamic Mahdi, the messianic Islamic eschatology figure, will come in the end times, and he's not going to just come, he's going to fill the earth with justice. You know what is justice according to Islam? It is to implement the Sharia law towards all the people. So, look at this. The government of truth. This is an article from the Islamic sources. The Imam Mahdi will rule to 7 years. So look at this. This is in black letters. This is what the most scholars says. So when you know, when the term 7 comes, you know in the Bible, when 7 years, in this term 7 years, in this 7 years is a prosperous year for a Muslim. But Bible, Daniel chapter 9 verse 27 says that 7 years will be cruel for the saints, for the Jewish people, for the Christian people. It will be cruel times. But for Islam, this Mahdi, when he comes, that 7 years is going to be a golden age. That 7 years will be filled with golden age. It will be justice. Yes, if you don't accept the mark of the beast, if you accept the mark of the beast, it will be justice. It will be equity. It will restore. Yes, if you accept the mark of the beast, you're going to be having a peaceful life for 7 years. But if you reject it, you're going to be tortured. You're going to be beheaded. So this Mahdi, according to the Islamic eschatology, will be playing a big role. And if this guy comes and says to the Islamic world, go and wage jihad against the non-Muslims, what will happen? All the world will be fighting. There will be big riots. That is the great tribulation, brothers and sisters. And look at what Revelation chapter 13 says. Revelation chapter 13. Look at what Revelation chapter 13 verses 4. So they worship the dragon who gave authority to the beast. So in the Bible, he's called as the beast. He's called as the son of perdition. He's called as the lawless one. So in the book of Revelation, he's called as the beast. And they worship the beast, saying, who's like the beast? Who's able to make war with him? And he was given mouth speaking great things and blasphemous. He's going to speak great things and blasphemous. He has given authority to continue for 42 months. It's the final 3.5 years. And this is what he says. It was granted to him to make war with the saints and to overcome them. And the authority was given to him over every tribe, tongue, nation, and all who dwell on the earth will worship him. That is crazy. That is crazy, right? That is crazy. So this Mahdi, according to Islam, this Mahdi is going to fulfill, according to this Islamic eschatology, this Mahdi is fitting a perfect role to be the Antichrist in the Bible. According to Islam, he's the Messiah, but in the Bible, he's the Antichrist. What does the Quran, what does Islam say about Mahdi? He will rule the world for 7 years, and there will be great peace. You accept him, but if you reject him, he's going to wage war. And what does Revelation says? He's coming. He was granted to make war with the saints. So look at this. The eschatology of Islam is contrary. It is opposite to the biblical eschatology. But Bible, this Revelation, the book of Revelations was written on AD 90. And Islam, the Quran was given it was given on AD 600. It was like after 600 years, the message was twisted. The message was turned upside down. The Antichrist of the Bible is called as Messiah or Mahdi, a reviver in the end times. According to Islam, he's a reviver, but according to the Bible, he's the Antichrist. And not only that, look at the twist here. And there's another guy who's called as the false prophet. Then I saw another beast coming out on the earth, and he has 2 horns like a lamb and spoke like a dragon. There is another beast who who who's like a lamp. You know whose lamp is? When John the Baptist, when he saw Jesus, he said, "Behold the Lamb of God who's taking away the sins of the world." When he saw Jesus, he said, "The lamp is coming towards me." But look, the book of Revelation, this beast, he looks like a lamp, but when he speaks, it's full of lies. It's full of lies. It speaks like a dragon. It is full of lies. It is full of lies. It's full of blasphemous. It speaks like what Satan speaks. He looks like a lamb, but he speaks like a dragon. Look at what Islam says. He is called as Isa, who's Jesus. Isa in the end times. He is another Islamic eschatology figure. Isa, son of Maryam, who's Mary, will come down to earth in the end times. So Isa, according to the Bible, is called as the false prophet. He's going to come, and he's going to come, and he's going to what? He's going to say, "I didn't die on the cross." Look at this. I have seen an article. Wait a second. So, according to Islamic eschatology, Isa, or Jesus, Isa, is going to come. He's going to break the cross. He's going to kill the pig, and he's going to destroy the jizya tax. He's going to say, "I didn't die on the cross." According to our belief, according to Christians, Jesus Christ died on the cross. That's the gospel. According to Islamic gospel, according to their Injil, there is one God, and Jesus Christ didn't die. He didn't bore the sins of the world. He didn't die on the cross. That is their gospel. And this Isa, who's going to say, he's going to break the cross. He's going to basically say, "I didn't die on the cross. You're being deceived, Christians." That's what Revelation chapter 13 says. He had two horns like a lamp and spoke like a dragon. He spoke like a dragon, which is like a Satan. Satan wants people not to be saved. And why not use this technique when the false prophet Isa comes and he's going to say, "I didn't die on the cross. I didn't die for the sins of the world." And the whole world will be astonished by the false prophet, because he's going to perform many miracles. That's what the Bible says. And the Islamic Isa in the end times, he's going to perform many miracles. So both Mahdi and Isa, these both are fitting the Antichrist and the false prophet role. This is very shocking to many people, but this is true facts. So this France riot, this French people, this riot which is happening, people need to look. People need to pay attention, because look at what is happening. The whole world is rising. The whole world is rising, and Revelation clearly states there is two beasts, and these two beasts are going to come in the end times. And according to Islam, Mahdi and Isa is going to come in the end times. If you're going to obey Mahdi, which is take the mark, you will have a peaceful life for 7 years. If you don't reject it, you're going to be beheaded. So this is going to be great. So this is what Revelation chapter 13 verses 10 says. He who leads into captivity shall go into captivity. He who kills with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and faith of the saints. So crazy times are coming in, brothers and sisters. Why people are focusing on United Nations? Why people are focusing on Trump or Biden or England president, England king? Why are people can focus, but the big picture, the Islam, people are not focusing the Middle East, man. That is where the Antichrist is going to come. Do a case study what is happening in France it will soon, it will turn the tables to Israel. What is happening in France today, it will soon turn into, the tables will be turned to the country of Israel. So people need to focus. People need to be aware, because the Satan is a deceptive guy. He will make us look to one direction, but he's doing in the opposite. He's going in the opposite direction. He's raising the son of perdition in the opposite direction. It's the crazy times we are living in, and we all know in Revelation chapter 18 and 19, it talks about Mystery Babylon. Mystery Babylon will be destroyed by the beast. So people think Roman Catholic is the beast empire. I'm sorry, brothers and sisters. I'm very sorry. Roman Catholic, there are some practices which is wrong, but every Roman Catholic knows Jesus Christ died for their sins. So you can't put a blame, and you can't say Roman Catholic is the beast system. But Islam is the beast system, because Islam says Jesus didn't die on the cross. That is Antichrist spirit. So be careful, brothers and sisters. I'm just here to give a watchman warning. So hopefully this case study is helpful for you. This video is hopefully this video is a blessing to you, and it was a great I hope it was a great case study. And if you would like to subscribe to my channel, it will be a very encouragement to me. So I would say please subscribe to my channel, and hopefully, if God's will, I will definitely do another video about biblical prophecy in end times and current events which is happening in the world right now. So thank you, brothers and sisters, for watching this video. Alright, brothers and sisters, take care. See you soon. Jesus Christ is coming soon. Maranatha.